Hi, everybody. This is Dawn, also known as Mama Love, and I'm here at the Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festival with Jeremy of The Devil Wears Prada. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us.
No, thanks for having me.
Metal Wani is eagerly awaiting the release of the new EP, Space. I'm looking forward to that. But first, we want to start off with the tour. How great has it been being on the Mayhem tour with Slayer and King Diamond? And
it's awesome. Slayer especially, I literally grew up listening to that band, like probably everybody, but having had such a direct influence on my life and playing metal every day, it's just crazy to be out there with probably the best in the business from it. And King Diamond, that'll never happen again for our band. We'll never be on tour with that band again. So it's just crazy. It's awesome.
Right, that's cool. So the tour's set to wrap in early August, August 2nd, I believe it is. Will you be going back out on the road to continue promoting the EP?
Yeah, so we come home and then EP comes out, and then we're putting a bunch of stuff actually together right now, like tour-wise. So none of it's announced yet, but there is a bunch of stuff coming out. So yes.
Awesome. Are you playing any new songs live?
Yeah, we're playing Supernova, which we put out like on YouTube and stuff already. So it's going over really, really well.
Awesome. Do you change your set list from show to show?
Not really. We change it at the beginning of the tour to see how things fit and everything, but once we get it that way, we have like a bunch of guitar changes and stuff like that. So it's just easier
so that has
for
to
a
be
tech.
choreographed to some extent.
Not necessarily choreographed. It's kind of just they have enough stuff to do every day that if we come in, hey, we're doing this too. It's like okay,
right.
So
okay. So getting back to the new music. You're releasing Space as a 6-track EP. Was there any reason why you decided to go with an EP instead of a full-length CD?
We did a zombie EP like 5 years ago, and it went over so amazingly well and so awesome that we always knew we would come back. We thought maybe we'd do like a follow-up to it or something, but by the time it came around, 5 years later, we're like, well, we'll just do a new theme. But we've been talking a lot lately about, it's a very attention deficit time period right now, and especially for this genre of music, there's just so much to pay attention to. But if you can focus it down to just a few songs, then, when's the last time you listened to an album front to back? Loved every song on it. I do occasionally, but I know most people aren't. So
right.
It's easier for a band like us to do something like that. That being said, we'll probably do a full length next, so but it'll probably be closer to 10 songs than on the 14th song.
Okay. For those who like a rich storyline and a concept, it's a really solid record.
Thank you.
Was it a conscious decision to go for a concept album?
Yeah, fully.
Yeah.
Yep. We kind of just knew jumping into it that was what we were gonna do, and Mike pretty much said, write some Space songs. Let's do it. So,
so everyone, it was a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Everyone was on board. Supernova is actually one of my favorite tracks off the EP. Sounds like you and Kyle have spent a lot of time writing those riffs and hooks. And
yeah, we did. Yes.
There's a track on the EP that I've seen by two names so far: Celestial Mechanics,
yeah.
And I also saw it billed as Interlude. And it's in your press materials as an instrumental.
Yes.
Was it your intention to write an instrumental?
Yeah, it is kind of an interlude. I think initially, like, the track listing leaked out, and it was called Interlude, even though that's not the name of it.
Right.
And in fact, the Celestial Mechanics, Mike wrote this kind of like, I guess you would call it like a sample or whatever that goes across it, but it's not actually a sample. It's one of the guys speaking it out and narrating. Always knew we'd have an interlude to kind of connect things. I don't know, we kind of do weird, like, artsy, stupid, like, jammy kind of thing, so we figured we'd make it an interlude instead of a full song.
That's cool. I always thought bands could have a heavy driving song and not have vocals.
Yeah.
We try. I think
we'll probably try and do that even more, maybe in the upcoming album, I don't know, we kind of get more indulgent on the album too, but we'll see.
Well, there was a time, way back when almost every album that came out had at least one instrumental on it.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts as to why bands have gotten away from that?
Well, that's probably part of it, is just the attention deficit factor maybe, or I don't know. I agree, especially in metal. That's just how things were. I would listen to like Kill Switch albums and stuff, and there'd be this little acoustic thing or Metallica and things like that. So I don't know. Like when we set out to write a record, we just try and write the record. I don't say that to sound elitist or anything. That's just how we are. When we go to write songs, we just write songs. We don't think about success and this and everything like that. So I'm kind of counteracting some of the stuff I said earlier, because we don't. Later we describe things as attention deficit generation, stuff like that. But that's not how we write. We just write, you know. Right. So I don't know why other people got away from that, but we've done interludes on the last like 3 albums, or not interludes, like instrumentals. So we'll probably do it again.
Awesome. So you guys got together in 2005. That's 10 years, and in that time you put out 5 studio albums and now 2 EPs. So when you first started playing music, did you think you'd be able to accomplish this much in this time?
No, literally never. Well, especially for the kind of music that we played, there was no future for it. You know, like even your goal was to get big enough to play the local like skate park show for like 100 people. You know, so there was just no goal. We just kept doing it. So
awesome. Well, Wani is based in India. And have you ever toured there?
No, we haven't.
Have you ever? You would like to?
Yes, very much.
You should plan to do that. I understand you have a pretty good fan base over there. Yes.
Okay. I'll tell my people to be there.
Yes, tell your people. Do you have any message you'd like to send to your fans in India?
Yes, we would very much like to come there. We want to go everywhere. We just like playing music. Like I said, if it's 100 people or 1,000 people or any number of people, we'll do it. So we will try to be there. Promise. I'll do it right after this. I'm going to send a text to our agent and say, yo, what's going on with India?
Cool. So in conclusion, my last question to you is if you could describe the sound of the new material in 1 sentence.
A breath of fresh air for us.
Sounds good.
A breath of fresh air for us.
Cool. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me.
No, thanks for having me. Great questions.
Awesome. Thank you.